I want to start here with some really exciting initiatives for the regional centers themselves and our folks who come in direct contact with people with developmental disabilities. So this year there was a pretty sizable investment on that went to the regional centers for the service coordinators. And those of you who are not familiar with service coordinators, those are the social workers. Those are the ones who go out into the field and connect with people with disabilities and their families and talk about goals and the kinds of person-centered services that people need and want, and how they make their way throughout society. One of the things I wanted to highlight here was that there's a college degrees and certificates sort of a program that was mentioned a minute ago. It's a tuition reimbursement program, and it's very exciting for us. It's up to $10,000 a year for as many as 3 years, and that's for the tuition reimbursement. Regional centers, you could transfer also. So if you were a service coordinator and you were in this program, and you moved, went to another area, and you wanted to still be a service coordinator, you could still maintain this tuition reimbursement program, and you just transfer to another regional center. And then finally, there's a really neat new program that we're all looking at. This is language access and cultural competence grants, and it's giving all of the regional centers these opportunities to make sure that we can develop more of our resources and information to people in ways that they will best receive it. So in different languages, so that we have translation of our written documents and interpretation for all of our presentations as well. We're using it at our regional center to build up that resource and so that we can do that faster. So we're really excited about those. I have been working in this space of direct support professionals and addressing what has been identified as the crisis for a long time. But I did want to recognize that in 2017, there was a report to the president from the President's Committee on Intellectual and Developmental Disabilities. It was called America's Direct Support Workforce Crisis: Effects on People with Intellectual Disabilities, Families, and the Community, and the U.S. economy. And this has been around now for a few years, and they had these recommendations about the workforce. And so this is what they had laid out, that there should be rate-setting methodologies to include better compensation across the country, technology solutions, provide training and technology to agencies to make them more effective, and more effective as a community entity, incentives for states to expand the pool of direct support professionals, promote self-direction and self-directed services like the participant-directed services, recognize direct support professional as a distinct occupation title. It's very important. And recognize direct support professionals more accurately, meaning in their job classifications, instead of just home aide or teacher or counselor. These are the general terms that you might hear, to make it more standard as a profession. And then the better use of community colleges and job centers for training. And then finally, develop online matching registry services. And I bring these up because I am happy to report that I did want to link that there are many things that we're talking about today that address these goal areas that the President's Committee reported. And so some of the things I want to highlight is the money for the training stipends with direct support professionals that directly links into some of the points that were made. The 3-month DSP training and internship program, again, linked to those, and if you think of the college parts and the American job parts, and then the $5 million to pilot development of technology use, which is directly spelled out in the President's committee.